Hi, this is another member mission president, and present with me is Stacey, who's in a kind of beauty work. I'll let her describe to you and the kind of things she does with it.
It's cosmetology. It used to be considered a beautician, I guess, but now cosmetology covers skincare, hair care, nails, and I do hairstyling and hair cutting. So my career has been for at least 20 years. For 10 years I was in the salon, and then for 20 years I worked on photo shoots with celebrities and models and personalities. And I worked with Placido Domingo and Gwyneth Paltrow and celebrities and musicians. So it was all on photo shoots in New York mostly. But around the world, really, I got to travel a lot.
Now, there are values involved in everything people do, and I hear you naming some values of travel and being creative and being open and taking people as they are. But what are some of the values you see at work in the line of work you do?
Well, it's amazing because people come from all over the world. Oftentimes, the photographers from Australia, the models from Brazil, and the art directors from Korea, and I'm the only American in the room. And we all find something in common with each other right away. We enjoy either an afternoon together, or I've been on jobs that were 2 weeks long, where everybody bonds with each other over this period of time. You find something in common, you find things that you like about each other, and you become friends very quickly. People get to know each other very quickly, and I think that they can really appreciate the differences in each other because they're experiencing meeting such extremely different kinds of people on a regular basis.
I've heard spirit is a word that gets used a lot, being spiritual. Some of these moments you're describing, or people, do you see them as spiritual, so to speak?
I have a couple of friends who are very, very spiritual, and they are some of the nicest people that I know because they're very selfless, and somehow they've managed to incorporate the fashion industry, which is so superficial. One of them, two of them are makeup artists, and one of them is a photographer, and somehow, even in this really superficial world, they managed to be so strongly spiritual and so always trying to be a good person and trying to be loving to the people around them. And they are not judgmental. They're very non-judgmental, and they are very open to the changes in their life and to see what the universe has for them. And they are they have really strong beliefs that in the bigger picture, and what that the universe is going to throw back to them, what they put out there, and I feel like I'm stammering right now, but
I think
you get the idea.
I think I am. Interesting. You mentioned the universe. You give of yourself, and then it kind of comes back to you in certain ways.
I mean, you could call that karma, but they definitely believe that you should treat people in a very kind and loving way. They believe that if people aren't kind in return, it's because they have pain inside, and they're not able to be kind because they're not able to get past the pain. They don't look at them and judge them and think harsh things about them. They are very loving, and they're very forgiving, and they're very forgiving of themselves. And when things don't go the way that they want them to in their own life, they have faith that there's a bigger picture and that there's something that is out there which will be good in the end, that maybe they're not seeing right now, but they will if they're patient and they wait. It's a very beautiful way to look at the world.
What if you comment on this for me? For that beautiful way of looking at the world, of doing your thing, and yet on the other hand, giving to other people, caring. I'm hearing, not a word you use, but I'm hearing it as a way of the kind of living you're talking about, not being judgmental. And it seems to me that when it comes to religious people, I think those kinds of things we can join you in all the time, and indeed we should be talking about those things together more than we do, and helping each other
more. Trying
to
achieve that. Well, it's really difficult. When you're in a bad mood, you want to blame other people. You want to look at the things that they do and see fault in it. And it's really hard to put that aside and see that there is a beauty there. It's really difficult to get out of your own way.
I think that's a big piece of what all of us are called to do is to get beyond our bad feelings and be more loving, caring, and the like.
Well, it's a lot easier to blame. It's a lot easier to blame yourself. It's a lot easier to blame other people for the bad day you're having, or for the bad life you're having, or for whatever you feel like is not going well in your life. And it's a lot easier to go that route than to just try your best and have an open heart and see the good around you, and be open to the opportunities that life has to offer, and you know, feel like you're satisfied in some results that you're getting, or that you're achieving something.
Those are indeed values that all of us embrace and do well to be more articulate about. Thank you so much for your time with us, Stacey.
You're welcome. That was fun.
May we be together again.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.